Canon has once again shaken up the creator community with its bold announcement of the Canon EOS R7 Mark II. This isn't merely a modest upgrade or a minor spec bump, it's a statement of intent. Canon appears to be challenging competitors and redefining what a mid-range APS-C camera can achieve. The R7 Mark II doesn't just aim to improve on its predecessor. It seems to answer a fundamental question that creators have been asking for years. What happens when Canon stops holding back? The rumors surrounding this camera have been intense, and early indications suggest that Canon is setting a new benchmark for APS-C performance in both photography and videography. When the original Canon R7 launched, it represented Canon's attempt to prove that an APS-C sensor could deliver professional-grade results. It was capable, reliable, and versatile, but creators still demanded more. They wanted the flexibility and reach of an APS-C crop sensor while also benefiting from the performance and reliability often associated with full-frame systems. Canon listened, and the R7 Mark II appears to be their response. This camera looks poised to offer professional-grade performance at a more accessible price point, blurring the lines between enthusiast and pro gear. The rumors and leaks about the Canon EOS R7 Mark II suggest that the camera has been reimagined from the ground up. At the heart of this new model is a redesigned 40-megapixel stacked sensor, a significant leap over the original. Combined with what could be the same Digic X processor powering Canon's flagship cameras, the R7 Mark II promises autofocus and processing speeds that may outperform even more expensive models. Where the original R7 felt like a cautious step forward, this Mark II feels like Canon is diving headfirst into the creator space with a camera designed to impress and deliver. This approach signals a departure from incremental upgrades. Canon seems intent on delivering a camera that genuinely addresses the needs of content creators, providing advanced tools without the premium full-frame price tag. One of the most striking features rumored for the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is its sheer speed and resolution. Reports indicate a 40-megapixel sensor capable of 40 frames per second using the electronic shutter. For photographers accustomed to APS-C limitations, these numbers are staggering, rivaling some of Canon's full-frame flagship models. This is not just about high-resolution stills, it's about redefining the capabilities of a mid-range APS-C camera. Sports and wildlife photographers, in particular, stand to benefit tremendously from the combination of high-resolution sensors, blazing burst rates, and advanced subject tracking, making the R7 Mark II a potentially transformative tool for their workflows. Video capabilities are equally impressive. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II reportedly supports 4K recording at 120 frames per second, enabling incredibly smooth slow-motion footage without compromising on resolution. Additionally, rumors of 6K RAW external recording position this camera as a legitimate contender in the independent filmmaking and content creation space. For years, APS-C cameras have struggled with rolling shutter issues and limited video performance, but the stacked sensor technology in the R7 Mark II promises to virtually eliminate these concerns. Paired with 7 to 8 stops of in-body image stabilization, creators can now shoot handheld with a freedom previously reserved for full-frame cameras or heavily gimbal-assisted setups. This combination of resolution, speed, and stabilization significantly expands creative possibilities, from cinematic B-roll to action-packed sports coverage. Canon's attention to detail extends to the user experience as well. The R7 Mark II is expected to feature a 3.69 million dot electronic viewfinder, providing clarity and precision typically found in high-end full-frame models. Ergonomically, the camera borrows elements from the R5 Mark II, including improved grips, customizable buttons, and enhanced connectivity options. Dual UHS 2 SD card slots add practical redundancy for professional use, ensuring that photographers and videographers alike can work confidently during critical shoots. Canon's goal seems clear: to deliver a camera that feels like a professional tool but at a price point that's accessible to serious enthusiasts and emerging creators. Speaking of price, this is where the R7 Mark II becomes particularly interesting. Insider reports suggest a launch range of $1,700 to $1,900, positioning the cameras significantly below Canon's full-frame options while offering features that compete directly with them. This aggressive pricing strategy is a calculated move. Canon isn't simply trying to compete within the APS-C segment. They're reaching for users who might have otherwise opted for entry-level full-frame systems from Sony or Fujifilm. By offering professional-grade features at an enthusiast-friendly price, Canon is essentially redefining the value proposition in the mid-range market. This is strategic positioning at its finest, giving consumers advanced capabilities while challenging competitors to rethink their offerings. The timing of the R7 Mark II's release further underscores Canon's strategy. Scheduled for launch in Q3 or Q4 of 2025, the camera enters the market at a critical moment for creators. The fall lineup coincides with peak content creation periods, including autumn travel, seasonal wildlife photography, and the ramp-up toward the holiday season. By introducing the camera during this window, Canon ensures that creators have access to next-generation tools exactly when they need them most. This timing also sends a clear message to competitors. Canon is not merely keeping pace, they're leading the charge. Cameras from Sony, such as the A6700 or Nikon's Z50, suddenly feel conservative when compared to the rumored capabilities of the R7 Mark II. For video creators, the implications are particularly significant. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and emerging streaming services are increasingly rewarding high-quality, cinematic content. The combination of 4K 120p slow motion, potential 6K RAW, and in-body stabilization means that creators can produce content that rivals studio setups, all with a single APS-C camera. This is a paradigm shift. APS-C sensors, long considered a compromise for cost-conscious users, are now a deliberate choice that can offer full creative freedom. Canon appears to be betting that the majority of creators prioritize features like autofocus accuracy, video frame rates, and stabilization over raw sensor size. While the R7 Mark II is undeniably powerful, it's not designed for everyone. Photographers who primarily work with stills and occasionally shoot video might still prefer full-frame options, where dynamic range and depth of field advantages are more pronounced. With its combination of advanced specs, strategic pricing, and precise market positioning, the R7 Mark II represents more than just another camera. It's a deliberate statement about the future of APS-C systems and the evolving needs of creators. Canon has not only listened to its audience but also anticipated what creators will need next. For enthusiasts, hybrid shooters, and professionals alike, this camera promises to deliver remarkable performance, making it a must-watch release for 2025 and beyond.